This is gone. There's nothing much more we can do. What we need to do is we got to make sure our kids go to school.
A bunch of fun times over there. Had fun with my teacher.
And I looked at it, I started crying because I thought of this school as my friend.
This is, or was, the John C. Yesno Education Centre, the only school in Eabametoong First Nation. It's a remote Ojibwe community about 360 kilometers north of Thunder Bay. About 1,600 people live here. A couple weeks ago, this school burnt to the ground, which meant that nearly 300 students have been displaced. More than a dozen grade 9 students have made their way to Thunder Bay to complete their semester. How does it feel seeing him go so far from home?
I'm feeling like sad and scared at the same time, because with all the stuff that's happening in the city. And
confident, but it's also emotionally upsetting to see your daughter go, because now you go home and she's not there.
Ontario's Indigenous Affairs Minister Greg Rickford says that the province is committed to supporting the community. The federal government says it's also committed to improving fire services in First Nations through the First Nations Fire Protection Strategy. But community members say that action needs to happen now so that a temporary school can be built and students can continue their education. What would it mean to you to get a new school built?
It would mean everything for me.
We shouldn't be having to be begging to get our new school built. It should be a given that we do it right away. We got September 1st to think about. We need that funding to have our children go to school this fall. And it's a commitment that has to be made.
This wasn't just a school, it was their safe space. Their space for hopes for the future. And that's what they want to ensure, is that students have opportunities to continue their education and achieve whatever dreams they want.
It's important to address the students' mental health through this loss, because they need to see a vision, they need to see a goal, they need to see that there's a new school coming.
And what they want is to make sure that students stay on track for their education so that they can pursue their dreams, whatever they may be. Sarah Law, CBC News, Eabametoong First Nation.